Hello students, today we will discuss finding the limit of several variables. Okay, these are two variables function and finding the limit of this function is that limit x tending to 0 and y tending to 0 x square y upon x to the power 4 plus y square. This is the function, right? Now taking the limit of this, firstly we will take the limit of x tending to 0. So this will imply first implant is 0 and second is also 0. This will plus y square, right? So this will implies that f1 is equals to 0 after taking limit of y tending to 0. Now second method is that when we have this function is same, taking the firstly y limit and the x limit after that. Y limit it will become 0 and this term is 0 and only term is that x to power 4. After taking that x tending to 0, this will become 0. So it will f2. Now when we put y is equals to mx for this function, also for this function y is equals to mx is in a straight line. When we put this and taking limit of this y equals to mx, this will gain after taking out x square, this will mx upon x square plus m square, because x square is there and x square x is there. So after taking limit it will become 0. So f3 is also 0. Now for the quadratic equation type y is equals to mx square, this will the parabola side. So we will take this type. Now we will put this curve, this will become m upon 1 plus m square after taking the limit, which is not equals to 0. As they think that all the limits are f1 f2 f3 are 0, but f4 is not equals to 0. So this will implies that this the limit of does not exist, because for one curve this cannot satisfy the limit. Now limit does not exist for this. And now we will find out for the all the terms. Second question is that x cube plus y cube, taking the limit of this f1 is 0, taking the limit firstly y tending 0, then x tending to 0, f2 is 0. When we take y is equals to mx curve, then it will become 0, f3 is 0. When we take the curve y is equals to mx square, this limit is also 0. So this implies that f1 f2 f3 is equals to all are equal. So the limit exists, which is 0. This means that for any curve, if the limit exists, all the limits are equal. But if any curve there is no existence of limit, there is one condition which will given by this type things.